Hello, John Jurkovich here with episode number 8 of Loans, Homes, and Stuff. Our question of the day is, John, what is title insurance? Why do I need it? Isn't it just a big racket and a waste of money? So let's start with what it is. It's a policy that's put in place to protect the policyholder from any title defects. So what's a title defect, you ask? Well, that's any number of things. So think an old mortgage lien, a tax lien, a garbage bill from 15 years ago that nobody paid, a mechanic's lien, or that 100 years ago, old Billy Bob got upset with Sally Ann because he thought she stole his horse and broke his heart, that he places a lien on the property. So it's really anything that brings to question the ownership of the home or if there's any monies due against it. So different than a lot of traditional insurances that you may think of, think health insurance or life insurance or automotive insurance, where you're paying a premium monthly or yearly for some potential future event that may or may not happen. Title insurance is a one-time payment, and it's covering anything that's happened in the past. So from today to all the way back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, that policy is covering you for that period of time. So how does the title company work? I know that there's thousands out there. There's title insurance companies, there's title companies. How does all that work? So what you have is you have a title company. There's, like I said, thousands of them out there. They go and they pull the county records. They do, searches and a variety of things. They pull all that information together. They send it off to an underwriter. I think First of American or Fidelity are kind of the two biggest names that come to mind. They review everything and they say, okay, it appears there is no other liens. We will go ahead and issue an insurance policy here. Primarily two types of policies. You have an owner's policy and a lender's policy. They do almost the exact same thing. However, who they're protecting is different. Your owner's policy is put in place to protect the new buyer of the home or the owner of the home, where the lender's policy is put in place to protect the lender. In the state of Michigan, almost on every purchase agreement, the seller is providing title insurance for the new buyer. So it's something that you want. And I would tell you, regardless of what state or whether you have to or don't have to, anytime you buy a piece of real estate, make sure that you get an owner's policy. And other things that it do, it ensures that you're in first lien. It sees that everything's recorded correctly, that you actually own the house, that there's no outstanding liens, anything like that. So title insurance, while it's something that's not that glamorous and it doesn't sound like that much fun, one saying I hear in the title business all the time is you don't need it until you do. And anybody that's had to go through the process of trying to fix some old thing, it's well worth the money. It's not that expensive, and definitely something that you need and that you want. And if you want a mortgage, you have to have at least a lender's policy. So some common myths about title, and this is really what I wanted to talk about. Myth number one, and I think is the biggest one, is that title insurance costs are mandated by the state. Now, there are a handful of states out there, Pennsylvania, Texas, Florida, that do have state mandated minimums. I think they call it like proclamated or something like that. I don't know the word. I could email me and I'll find the word. I'll Google it, or you can Google it yourself. But there are a handful of states. However, here in the state of Michigan, title insurance rates are not set by the state, and it's actually set by the title insurance company. So that goes to, okay, well, where are they going to set them? How are they going to do it? You've got a lot of companies out there that just will issue a flat title rate. So a $200,000 mortgage, the title cost is $375 or $500 or $950, or they'll base it off of the loan amount. The thing really to think about here is that there is a lot of variance. And people spend an awful lot of time comparing 0.1% in interest rate or $50 in a loan origination fee, but they never look to the title insurance because somebody told them that the rates are fixed and it's all the same and it's not really something you can shop for, and lender A is going to charge the same as lender B. And I just want to dispel that myth in that that's not the case. And I want to tell you how a title company makes their money, just so you know. Title companies make their money two ways. So they've got the closing fee, where they pay the notary, they pay for their labor costs, their title search, those kind of things are typically comprised in the notary or in the closing fee. And then they also have the price of the premium. And that price of the premium, typically speaking, anywhere from about 15 to 30% of that actually goes back to the underwriter. The rest of that goes back to the title company. So depending on the amount of volume they do, how large they are, their prices may vary dramatically depending on their business model. So as you're out there as a consumer, a couple of things that I would just tell you, title insurance is something that's important to shop, to make sure that you're getting a good deal. I would ask your lender, Is your title insurance cheap? Can I go to other companies? Do you have somebody else that could be cheaper? Because it is something that you can shop and does make a difference when you're trying to compare, does this loan make more sense than this other loan? So what I want you to know on that end is that title insurance costs do vary. The title insurance company gets to determine what their rates are in most states, and it's something that's really important. So some things to keep in mind. Always get a title insurance policy on every single home that you own, your owner's policy. Please do that. Do yourself a favor. All title companies are not created equal, so shop around, ask your lender. And if your lender actually owns the title insurance company, well, that's something they're making money off you both ways. So they maybe can give you a little bit better rate, but they're making that up on the title charges. So it is something that you can shop for, so please do that. And the last thing here is just like, follow, share, send me any questions, concerns. Heck, you can even follow me on Twitter at John Jurkovich. Let me know what you think of this video. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a great day.